Yo, Coach L again, coming to you with another installment of True Believer Tuesday. It's all about accountability to the dream. Believe in the dream, because true believers are top achievers. All right, so last week we talked about storms, right? And if you remember part of our discussion, we were saying not every storm is your storm, but what we got to learn to do collectively is we got to learn to embrace what's real and ignore what's perceived, right? And that was last Tuesday. And last Tuesday night, man, I saw what I consider one of the best examples of how to manage a storm, right? So I'm not sure if you guys are basketball fans or not, but it's a basketball playoffs. And I had the opportunity last Tuesday night to see the Los Angeles Clippers, man, play against the Portland Trail Blazers. And think about this. Their two top players went down in the same game. It's almost unheard of. In the same game, right after each other, Chris Paul went down and Blake Griffin went down. And so if you're a Clipper fan, or if you're a part of that organization, that's a real storm. That's a real storm that you have to embrace. And man, I had the opportunity to see Doc Rivers in an interview the morning after. And Doc Rivers, he explicitly said, hey, you know what? This is a storm. This is absolutely a storm, and it's tough. But we are going to have to move on past this, because every storm, it stops raining at some point. And I thought that was powerful. His team was undermanned, no doubt. His two best players went down. It's not like they fouled out. They got injured and was out for the rest of the season. So their chances of winning a title got severely diminished, right? But one of the things Doc said, man, he said, look, you got to feel the hurt. He said, I thought about it, and it was hurtful, and I commiserated with myself for about 5 minutes. But he said, I had to move past that, right? He said, I have to move past that, because I still believe that we have enough to get to the next level. And he said, my job as the coach is to now help my players to believe that. Now, you talk about just getting kicked in the gut. Getting absolutely kicked in the gut, but he had such a perspective on it, man, that it was powerful for me to see. I'm a basketball guy, and I've never experienced anything like that. No, Doc Rivers is on a whole nother level. And so again, he just expressed it and managed it in such a way that it just gave me a lot that I can use moving forward, not just as a coach. This, again, it was basketball, but this was a life thing. His way of handling this thing, it was a life thing. It's something that every one of us, regardless of what the dream is, regardless of what our pursuit is, we could use that, his approach and his philosophy, to the challenge to move forward. A good friend of mine, man, TJ Tyus, he says there's 3 states that you go through when you're going after the dream. He says you're either approaching a storm, in the storm, or coming out of it. And I'm telling you, it's so powerful if you think about it. If you think about the fact that your dream is going to have challenges, but if you look at it that way and just understand that you have to equip yourself, I have to equip myself to deal with these challenges, then they won't stop us in our tracks, and we'll keep moving forward. All right, so that was the simple, little thing for this week, man. I hope it meant as much to you as it did to me. All right, so I'm going to get out of your way again. So, as usual, remember to work, hustle, flow. But whatever you do, never let the dream go. You have everything it takes to live your dream. You just have to channel your inner superstar. All right, Coach L again. I'll catch you next week.